Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of the Cracked Open Podcast. I am your host, Goddess Tali, and today is October the 1st, 2025. It is Throat Chakra Wednesday. Today is also a palindrome. Today is also, I like to consider October, it's harvest season. When I look at 101, it's back to the basics, grasshopper. Especially, you did everything you were supposed to do and you are reaping the harvest now. You ain't got no choice but to redo what you did so you can keep getting this good stuff. So shout out to this palindrome day, 1001. And also we have a spirit animal of the day as well. We had a grasshopper in our home today. One thing about us, we gonna attract some of God's creatures, you understand? So just a little recap of a couple of animals that we did see. We saw an owl, we saw a moth, a praying mantis, the grasshopper, coyotes. I forgot what the thing is, little pumbas or big pumbas. We saw one right underneath our house that we're staying. Like, we saw one right underneath our house. We came home and it skedaddled. He wasn't bothering us, but clearly we were bothering him. So again, today is October the 1st, 2025, 10:01. And this day carries so much power. It's the first day of the month. How you start the month is how you end it. And it's also a palindrome day. What you put out comes back. Energy reflecting energy. It's also harvest season. October is where the seeds you planted earlier in the year begins to show up in real time. So shout out to 101. What you put out, you surely will get back. We got Jupiter in Gemini. We also have Venus in Leo, and we have Saturn in Pisces. So Jupiter being in Gemini, that means expansion comes through communication. That means conversations, writing, networking, teaching. This is where your luck and your wisdom comes alive. With your Venus being in Leo, that represents, or with Venus being in Leo, that represents love, beauty, creativity are all loud right now. Venus in Leo says, don't love small. Don't create in silence. Shine bright, show your art, and speak your heart. Then we have Saturn in Pisces. Lessons in emotional maturity, compassion, and spiritual discipline. Boundaries matter. Compassion doesn't mean being a doormat. It means loving with wisdom. And shout out to my Monday born wisdom. Every time I even see the name Wisdom, I just think of Miss Wisdom. So that 101 energy, back to basics. When I think of 10-1, I think of 101 classes when you have biology 101, chemistry 101, English 101. This is that back to the basis energy. The universe is saying before you advance to that next level, have you mastered the foundation? And if you're reaping everything, then the answer should be yes. Before you advance to the next level, have you mastered the foundation? Ask yourself, what is your 101 for this month? What basic habits, disciplines, or truths do you need to return to? Are you trying to build graduate level results without mastering the basics? Questions, pick them up. So the spirit animal for today is the grasshopper. A grasshopper literally is in our home, and that's not an accident. That's just spirit always showing up for us. Always. The grasshopper represents a leap of faith. Don't hesitate. Jump into those new opportunities. Trust your inner rhythm. Move when it feels aligned, not out of fear. Progress forward. Grasshoppers don't move backwards. This is a month to move forward. This is a month for forward momentum only. Remember, we out here chasing motorcycles. So the message for today is take the leap, even if it feels risky, because your spirit already knows where you will land. So on this Throat Chakra Wednesday, the throat chakra governs our communication, our self-expression, our truth, and our sound. So ask yourself, are you speaking your truth with courage? Do you use your words to heal, or do you use your words to harm? And what's the tone of your inner dialogue? So the affirmations for today is, my voice is a vessel of truth and healing. I speak life into my harvest. My words align with my divine purpose. Again, my voice is a vessel of truth and healing. I speak life into my harvest. My words align with my divine purpose. So question, what words are you planting in your life this month? What seeds are you planting in your life this month? Where are you silencing yourself out of fear? Where are you silencing yourself out of fear? And how can you use your voice to call in your October harvest? How can you use your voice to call in your October harvest? And the last question that I have for you is, what leap do you need to speak into reality? Grasshopper style. What leap do you need to speak into your reality? Okay. I want to give a quick recap of yesterday. Yesterday's conversation was, do women have emotional intelligence? The answer is layered, right? Being emotional doesn't cancel out intelligence. In fact, and if anybody want to know what I'm talking about, check out the previous episode that I did, because my friend sent me a video saying, what do you think about this? There was a lady going on for about a minute. I wanted to chime in. She said that women has no emotional intelligence, and then she said women have low emotional intelligence. And what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to read two people chimed in, so I'm going to read their responses, and I wanted anybody else that want to chime in, let's go. If you want me to replay the episode, I'll do it as well, so we can get your thoughts on it. I love perspectives, but just know, if I love your perspectives, I'm expecting you to like mine too. Okay. No, I am big on perspectives, right? But I was listening to her story, and how she was like, first she said women have no emotional intelligence, and then she said we have low emotional intelligence. You know, I'm a true sky Virgo. I'm Virgo through and through, so I will analyze, I will pick apart everything you said. Especially she came in talking about, let me set the record straight. Women have no emotional intelligence, and my ears were, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? So being emotional, it doesn't cancel out your intelligence. In fact, emotional depths can sharpen your intelligence if we know how to regulate and how to direct it. So I want to keep unpacking this, and I would love to tag the person whoever created the video, right? Because she didn't sound so confident. She didn't even sound so confident in what she's saying. So she's going to let me set the record straight. I thought she was going to come with some facts. But I want y'all to drop y'all thoughts, and let's have that conversation in the community. So I'm going to read off two responses. All right. So the first response that I got, so I'm gonna ask y'all. So the question is, do you really believe that women have no emotional intelligence just because we're highly emotional? And my response was, and I get deeper into the episode in the video or into our episode, so y'all go check that out. Monday Born Mentality on YouTube. Now, for me, I put being emotional doesn't cancel out my ability to self-regulate, to show empathy, or to pick apart situations with clarity. Actually, I see it as a strength, but I wanted to hear from my collectives. I want to hear from my community. So we had a caller. Alicia says, woman birth nations. Like woman has birthed nations and ruled them, intelligent, emotionally, and logically when we are aligned with the divine. All right, that is from Alicia Taylor. And then we had a response from Saida Kawanda. She says, women have emotional intelligence and the skill of it can be sharpened like any ability. Glad it's not a gender specific skill. Yes, we are born emotional beings, but let's not forget we all start as same gender and form into specific genders. We have adapted to different roles and societal norms over generations, which makes us even more phenomenally powerful, okay? So if anybody else wants to chime in on the topic of discussion, comment down below. You may go ahead and get a shout out on a podcast. What we talking about? Um, so yeah, I wanted to share that, and let me see what else I got for y'all. So let's keep unpacking that. Again, drop your thoughts. Let's have a conversation about that. If anybody has a topic that y'all want to go over, let me know. I'm all ears. Just a few reminders. We will be at the Archwood Exchange this Saturday, October the 4th, from 12 noon to 4 p.m. in Phoenix, Arizona. We will have merch. Pre-orders for books will be open, and you can get a true sky read on the spot. And don't forget to join in on our raffle to win one of our mugs. Okay, one of our mugs. Come out, connect, and let's build together. I want to give a local spotlight to JL Barbecue. Shout out to JL Barbecue, which he has 2 locations. We tried a lot of their food, but there were a few things that stuck out to me, and one being the banana pudding cake. Delicious, motivala, tutti frutti. I also enjoyed the rib tips. They were smoked to perfection. They also have a new brisket egg roll that is a bit unique. I believe it has some type of spaghetti noodles inside. That's different, but it's bold, okay? Now, here's the synchronicity about this barbecue spot, right? Another barbecue spot lost our business because they weren't updating on their socials or even answering the calls. But JL Barbecue, they were present. They post, they go live, they update their hours. Yesterday, they even announced that, hey, we're closing early for my wife's birthday. Before we went to JL Smokehouse, we went somewhere else. We saw the recommendations. We saw the operating hours. Okay, they open. We go there. It's a sign on the door that says we're closed for lunch. Be back at 4. I go and check their Instagram. They have not posted in I don't know how long. Now, it sucks for us because like we drove out there, and I'm not even going to mention the barbecue place's name, but this is why I let you guys know how much online presence is important, especially to the people on the outside looking in. It's not a good feeling to drive all the way somewhere only to find that you guys are closed. Only to find that you guys are closed. And it's not a holiday. You didn't update your hours. But JL Smokehouse, Man, shout out to them. And shout out to my girl Felicia. She is a true sky Virgo with a tropical Libra. Her birthday was yesterday. She is part owner of JL Smokehouse. And shout out to y'all online presence. I called them, they answered the phone, and they said, "Yep, come on down." So shout out to them. Show up online, y'all. If y'all have a business, show up online. Show up for your people. Consistency equals connection. I also want to give a meditation spotlight to my close friend Chase. He has a project that I did not know that he was working on, right? So Chase is a executive producer of a project that just went out. So big shout out to my guy Chase. He is the executive producer on Gandhi. This is Mantras of Compassion. This project is incredible. And it's proof that when you align with compassion, your work carries frequency, okay? Chase, you're not only talented, but you're a solid human being. Grateful to see my friends, and I don't even consider you my friend, man. I consider you my family. It's great to see that you are doing powerful things and pouring good energy into the universe. So I need y'all to go and check out Gandhi Mantras of Compassion. And if I'm not mistaken, they have just been nominated for Chant, Omen, or, just shout out to y'all. I'm rooting for y'all. Y'all have won already. You guys have won already. So again, grateful to even know you. This is somebody who I met along my path. I met along my journey. On a personal note, though, tomorrow is my daughter's 20th birthday. Holy shit. I think it just hit me. Tomorrow is my daughter's 20th birthday. Holy shit. Little girl, you are 2 decades now. You are 2 decades. Did you know that? Shout out to my daughter, my ladybug. She is a true sky Virgo, tropical Libra. She has not fully come over. She would say she is Libra down to her socks. But I really think, I ain't gonna lie, I be looking up. She gives more Leo. But that's her being born on a Sunday. She's celebrating her 20th birthday in the Dominican Republic. So shout out to you. And she's traveling alone. I am super proud of my daughter. This is things that I have never experienced. Me in 19, 20 years old, traveling by myself. No. But I am super proud of her. She is currently out there living her life. My baby girl is stepping into her divine 20s. And I could not be more proud. So I done lost my train of thought because now I'm really thinking like, golly, my ladybug is she about to be 20. She really about to be 20. So I'm not gonna make this super long. I ain't even realized I've been on here for 19 minutes. But again, as we enter October, just remember to check your words, check your leaps. Make sure you're leaping forward and not leaping backwards. Check the basics, because what you do now, you'll see reflected by the end of the month. So I have a question for you guys. What grasshopper leap and what 101 reset are you committing to this October? Y'all be sure to follow us, Monday Born Mentality, on all social platforms. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Be sure to come out and check the vibe October the 4th, this Saturday at the Archwood Exchange. from 12 to 4. Come grab you some merch. Come meet the owners. Come give a hug. Um, and I think I'm gonna be back a little later. I think I got something else I want to say. I just don't know what it is right now. So in the meantime, in between time, hold please.